Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something really interesting. Bomb Popz World. We're using Bomb Popz World, a streetwear cannabis odyssey, as our guide here. And our mission really is to figure out how this whole thing, starting with Captain Candy in LA, but with Detroit roots, how it became such a cultural phenomenon using a totally different playbook.
Yeah, it's fascinating because they didn't just tweak the marketing rules. They kind of threw them out. It started super low-key, right? Just a zip and out's a cartoon character.
Yeah.
And this big warning, no shipping, no online payments, watch out for scams.
Right.
Their whole vibe was no hype, just heat. And honestly, that wasn't just talk. Letting the product speak for itself, making it scarce, it built this mystique, way more powerful than ads,
Absolutely. And
Also-
it wasn't just clever marketing, was it? They had to back it up. They created this unique blend, linking that red, white, and blue nostalgia like the popsicle with real indoor fire.
That sweet gas description people use.
Exactly. Sweet gas tells you it's potent, smells amazing, and apparently every eighth, just a small amount, hit like summer break.
Yeah.
Those specific flavors too: sour fun dip, Biscoff cookie pie, blue Razz punch. People didn't just like them, they craved them.
And that leads straight into the collectability factor, which is huge here. They did a new bag every drop. So you had people saving the empty bags, meticulously. Then you had shops trying to make fakes and fans flipping the real stuff online.
Wow.
So when they say it turned flower reps into flavor kings, it's not just a cool phrase. It's about how they shifted power, right?
Yeah.
The street distributors, the guys with access, they became the real gatekeepers. Having the hookup was status.
Okay, but how did they manage that? Keep it so exclusive with all that demand? Because everything now is instant, online, and they went the opposite way.
Totally. Their distribution was wild. No link in bio, no mass distro, none of that. It was all about crates, codes, and badge access.
Like actual physical handoffs?
Yeah. Bodega pickups in NYC, trunk drops in the Valley, super underground. It was genuinely a case of, if you knew, you knew. Try explaining that to a typical marketing agency. They'd be baffled.
Right. But it clearly worked, and they kept that underground feel even while growing. Like in 2024, they introduced Trappabubu, this little plush mascot, glasses, hoodie.
Yeah, and that connects, doesn't it? It raises that question. How do you stay authentic when you start doing merch? Or jewelry? Like the ice on the cannon from Avianne Jewelers they mentioned. These weren't just chains. They were custom VS diamond pieces. Like a trap badge you could wear. Again, reinforcing that insider exclusive vibe, not trying to appeal to everyone.
Makes sense. And they kept pushing. Early 2025, that crossover alert, Spoiled Lungs LA teaming up with Captain Candy for Spoiled Popz, and then that loud collab with the rapper Soda Baby, Skuba Steve, teased with GTA-style skies and candy chaos.
That Detroit LA energy, right?
Definitely shows that connection. And now, get this, they're planning a bomb shelter loading in mid-city. Sounds like it's going to be a micro drop spot, maybe a showroom for the plushies, a VIP lab.
Still keeping it tight, keeping it exclusive, even with a physical spot.
Seems like it. And they still stand by the product above all else. The final test is, if your zip don't crunch like a popsicle and punch like a rocket, it's not official. They flat out say it. Not a brand, it's a badge. Thinking about all this, you really have to admire the audacity of their strategy, don't you? What does this whole journey tell us about building something that, cuts deeper than just regular marketing?
Well, I think this deep dive really shows the power, the immense power of building an identity. It's less about traditional branding, much more about creating this exclusive cultural badge that people feel a part of.
Right, a badge.
So maybe here's something for you, the listener, to think about. In whatever you're doing, what kind of unique badge could you create? Something that connects with people on a level that mainstream brands just can't reach.